Coming up on the Elon Phoenix Weekly.
We head to Alamance Regional Hospital with the football team.
The men's basketball team finds time for fun at Late Night with the Phoenix.
And Matt Krause joins us in the studio to talk about the men's soccer season.
All that and much, much more on the Elon Phoenix Weekly.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Elon Phoenix Weekly. I'm Matt Lee.
And I'm Stephen Harris.
And thanks for joining us on your ESPN2 local sports break. We moved across campus this morning to Alumni Gym. Later in the show, we'll go behind the scenes with Late Night with the Phoenix.
We've got a lot to cover today as we near the end of the regular season for most of our fall sports. From men and women's soccer to men's golf at Invitational, it's time to recap.
Our teams have had roller coaster seasons, but that doesn't stop them from giving 100% all the way until the very end.
As the fall season nears its end, our next wave of sports have already begun gearing up for what looks like a promising season for the Phoenix. This past week, the men and women's basketball team got to meet the fans at the annual Late Night with the Phoenix event. This is the basketball team's annual event, where the fans get to see the complete teams for the first time. Coach Smith and Coach Matheny speak about the past season, as well as get everyone excited for the upcoming season.
But we can't do it without you. We need to see your face in the place, and we need you to be loud in the crowd. So give it up, and get ready to come out and you guys something to cheer about. Let's go, Phoenix!
There is no turning back. So here's what we're going to do. He handed the whole portrait. He said, turn around, man, and burn the ship. We're going to conquer Mexico. Just like Cortez did back in 1519, we're going after the CAA. So burn the ship, boys.
The season is right around the corner, and the coaches and players know it'll be a grind. So they use this evening as an opportunity to have some fun before the season begins. Each team put together a dance routine with the dance team, and it was a way to get the fans going while show off how light these players can be on their feet. As expected, each team thoroughly enjoyed themselves, with each team putting their own taste in their routine. If their dance moves are any indication of how the season will go, Phoenix fans are in for quite a treat this season.
In men's golf, the Phoenix finished fourth at the Elon Invitational back on October 19th and 20th. This was the team's first top finish of the fall season. Jonathan Diani secured his second straight top 10 finish at a tie for sixth place on the individual leaderboard. Diani's sixth place finish marked the third straight event that Phoenix has finished in the top 10. He previously claimed seventh place at the VCU Shootout, and his teammate Loeb finished third at the Golf Week Program Challenge. Coming up on November 1st and 2nd, the men's team will compete in the Hummingbird Intercollegiate in Cullowhee, North Carolina.
In case you missed it last week, here's another edition of our Phoenix Game Faces. This week we feature all female athletes. Check it out.
Show me your game face means give it all you got.
I need to focus in.
Right here, right now.
It's time to go. It's crunch time.
Not just doing it for myself, doing it for my team.
The will to win drives me.
Winning is the greatest feeling ever.
We give 110% on the field. That means every tackle, every pass, everything I got. My name is Alexis DeGroot,
Brianna Haynes, Erica Bracci, Hannah Olson,
Keandra Mitchum,
Heather Dockrell,
Sloan Kessler,
Sydney Griffin,
Kara Shutt, and this is my game face.
Before the break, we've got a little Elon Phoenix Weekly trivia for you this morning. The Colonial Athletic Association is the third Division I conference Elon has joined. Name the other two Division I conferences Elon has been a member of. The answer later in the show.
Coming up, we'll see what the Elon football team is doing to give back to the community. We'll be right back.
What is living the maroon life? It's more than just the hustle and the sweat. It's more than just the pain and the frustration. It's more than just the triumph and the glory. The maroon life is you. Yes, you. You, the athlete, striving to be at your best day in and day out. You, the alumni who have been in the stands supporting Elon for years. You, the fans who stream into games hours before kickoff. And you, the little ones who will be the next generation of Phoenix fans. You are what drives Elon Athletics, and you are the reason we do what we do. There is so much history and tradition behind our maroon. Conference titles, All-American, and national championships. But there is so much history and tradition yet to be made. So join us. Live the maroon life.
Through their daily pursuit of excellence, Elon student athletes have gained recognition for their achievements, both on and off the field.
Building a winning tradition takes hard work and dedication.
Dedication to the maroon life.
Where success is not only measured by just wins and trophies,
but also by the knowledge we gain.
At Elon, we're more than just athletes.
We're student athletes.
Providing support enables success, helps sustain the winning tradition of Elon Athletics, while securing the future of our student athletes for years to come.
An Elon education is about preparing students for a life of global citizenship. Of course, this is a place where you're going to come and earn a degree, but it's also a place that's going to get you to think very deeply about how you're going to use that degree to make the world a better place.
There are currently over 350 Elon student athletes competing in 16 NCAA Division I sports.
Scholarships enable us to succeed not only on the field,
but also in the classroom.
It helps us in achieving our commitment.
To live the maroon life.
Your gifts have the power to take Phoenix Athletics to even greater heights while giving student athletes an outstanding education.
Welcome back to the Elon Phoenix Weekly on your ESPN2 local sports break. We've got Elon Phoenix Weekly commentator Matt Krause in the studio today to talk some men's soccer in the CAA Championship Tournament. Over to you, Matt.
Thanks, Matt. It's become one of fall's traditions in Elon. Pumpkins, changing leaves, and a nationally ranked men's soccer program. Elon has seen their ranking climb as high as number 8 in head coach Chris Little's second season. With wins against the likes of Wake Forest, Delaware, and UNCW, Elon has inserted themselves squarely into the NCAA tournament discussion. But with a loss at Hofstra on October 24th, Elon ensured that their efforts would not even result in a CAA regular season championship. Now, the CAA tournament, which begins next week, takes on utmost importance for the Phoenix. Elon is squarely on the bubble for one of 16 first-round byes in the NCAA tournament. The surest way for Elon to get off that bubble? Win the CAA. And getting straight to that second round provides a huge advantage. Remember 2013? Elon was able to beat Clemson in the first round of the tournament, but had to turn around and play UCLA in Los Angeles just 3 days later. If a team avoids that first round, their rest time before the round of 16 is 5 days. A deep run of the tournament starts with rested players from the get-go. And how about last season, when Elon was bounced in their first game in the CAA tournament and had their at-large chances shattered? The CAA tournament can make or break what has been a dominating season for Elon. Follow all the action at elonphoenix.com and watch home matches on Phoenix All Access. For Elon Phoenix Weekly, I'm Matt Krause.
Thanks, Matt. Can't wait to see you back in the studio with us next time.
There were a lot of struggles last season for the women's soccer team after being thrown into the CAA. But this season, the team looks to learn from that experience and grow together as a team.
Elon's women's soccer team is starting to thrive in the CAA after a challenging transition last year.
We went through 5 straight winning seasons in the Southern Conference, and our first year in the CAA was abrasive, to say the least. We're coming off a year that was tough from a competitive standpoint. And to regroup and dig in and get headed in the right direction, you need strong leadership both on and off the field.
Strong leadership is what the team has this year. One of those leaders is senior defender Mel Inslee, who's eager for the team to prove themselves.
The big component that has changed is what we're bringing to the field this year. And I think we're tougher, more athletic, more fit, and we're ready to go. So I think everyone's so excited to get back into conference play and show every other CAA team what we're all about this year.
Having completed 1 year in the CAA, the team is now more experienced and knows what it takes to succeed.
As a whole, I think the big thing we're bringing to this team this season is just the individual toughness and raising the bar each practice, each time we get together, whether it's weights or walkthrough, whatever it may be, just to push each other physically, mentally, and make sure that we're all at our peak when conference comes around. So we're really just trying to push each other, motivate each other, whether that's on the field, off the field, but we're all just doing that, realizing what our final goal is.
And our captains and our upperclassmen have driven home the concept of accountability within the team, and that is a major ingredient to being not only a good team, but also a great family.
The team also has players back from injury, giving them more depth this year.
We were missing some players last year, and this year having everyone back, it brings the physicality to a whole nother level and holding people accountable to what the standards are on this team. Those players now coming back, we have more players to hold others accountable.
So far, the team is playing well, in part due to its schedule, which is preparing the team for a tough final stretch.
You know, last year we learned a lesson. The conference, the CAA in our first year, put us on the road for the last 4 games of the year, and it was a grind. So this year we were dealt the same situation, which is fine, but this year we'll be much better prepared for it by how we scheduled out of the conference. I want to make sure as a coach that through our scheduling that we're battle tested and roadworthy by the time we get into that stretch of CAA play. It's nothing new to us.
As the season winds down, the team is happy with the improvement so far and looks to end the season on a high note.
We've been working hard during preseason and our first couple of games, but just to show people, like, this is our team this year, and we're ready to show people that we are better and stronger than last year.
The team definitely learned a lot last season, and it showed this year. Congratulations to the women's soccer team on a successful second season in the CAA.
If you don't want to miss out on another game, here's the upcoming game schedule. Men's basketball has their exhibition home opener against William Peace on November 5th at 7 p.m. Elon football faces off against William and Mary on Saturday, November 7th at 12 p.m. And women's volleyball takes on Winston-Salem State on November 8th at 2 p.m.
Coming up, the answer to EPW trivia and a look back at the 1976 Elon football team.
What is living the maroon life? It's more than just the hustle and the sweat. It's more than just the pain and the frustration. It's more than just the triumph and the glory. The maroon life is you. Yes, you. You, the athlete, striving to be at your best day in and day out. You, the alumni who have been in the stands supporting Elon for years. You, the fans who stream into games hours before kickoff. And you, the little ones who will be the next generation of Phoenix fans. You are what drives Elon Athletics, and you are the reason we do what we do. There is so much history and tradition behind our maroon. Conference titles, All-American, and national championships. But there is so much history and tradition yet to be made. So join us. Live the maroon life.
Through their daily pursuit of excellence, Elon student athletes have gained recognition for their achievements, both on and off the field.
Building a winning tradition takes hard work and dedication.
Dedication to the maroon life.
Where success is not only measured by just wins and trophies,
but also by the knowledge we gain.
At Elon, we're more than just athletes.
We're student athletes.
Providing support enables success. Help sustain the winning tradition of Elon Athletics while securing the future of our student athletes for years to come.
You live for Saturday. You only get 11 of them, and already 3 have passed. Now come the most important Saturdays. Conference play is different. It always has been. goals that you've worked for since January are still on the table. Last 3 weeks have led to this. Now it's time to sit at the head of the table and take what is yours. Nobody comes in our house and tells us how this is going to go. Nobody.
The Elon Phoenix Weekly is made possible by the students of the School of Communication in association with the dedicated coaches, athletes, and staff of Elon Athletics.
Earlier, we tested you with a little EPW trivia. The Colonial Athletic Association was the third Division I conference Elon has joined. Name the other 2 Division I conferences Elon has been a member of. The answer? The SoCon in the Big South. We'll have more trivia for you next week.
Now we take a look back at one of the greatest seasons in Elon football history.
This week in Elon sports history, we visit the varsity football team of 1976 in their second best winning season ever. The Fighting Christians began their season with a hard intensity that only comes from months of training through hot summer days. Coach Red Wilson pushed them to their limit while also calling their team the best he's ever coached. The future could not look brighter for the young team, and as the fall progressed, the Christians met challenge after challenge in their path for victory. The fervor behind the team came to a new high when Elon decimated the rival school of Catawba 35-0, ending the season in second place with a perfect record. Elon accepted a bid to play in the NAIA Division I playoffs and received home advantage for their second place finish. The first game they would play would be against the University of Central Arkansas, and the excitement surrounding the game could not be higher. The match turned out to be a defensive battle, with Arkansas scoring first, only to be tied in the last few minutes by Elon. The game moved into a sudden death tiebreaker, where Arkansas stole the victory with a field goal kick. Even though Elon was knocked out of the playoffs, they still had 4 All-American players, with Coach Wilson winning Coach of the Year for their division. And that's all for this week's look at Elon sports history.
Undefeated during the regular season is a win in my book.
This season, the Elon football team partnered with the Alamance Regional Charitable Foundation to raise awareness and money for an organization called Kids Can. As part of this initiative, the football team spent an evening at Alamance Regional Medical Center with some local kids. Check it out.
An evening full of food, fun, and family. For the second year in a row, the Elon Phoenix football team is partnering with the Alamance Regional Charitable Foundation's Support Through Sports.
This year, we are helping Kids Can. It's a program at Alamance Regional that helps kids who have a parent who have been diagnosed with cancer.
This program was started by former NFL players Torrey and Terrence Holt, whose mother had cancer. Junior defensive lineman Jack Williams remembers being in a similar situation as the Holt brothers growing up, as well as many of the kids in the room.
When we get off campus, it's huge to just hear what these kids have to say. Most of these kids, it's interesting how their conceptions of what they think about cancer, and it's interesting to see what goes on in their lives and how they feel about the situation.
The evening began with a dinner where players were able to spread out with different families and exchange stories.
So tonight was
great chance to get out, meet some of these kids. We've been helping fundraise for these guys, so they can go along with some of these activities that they've been doing. So it was nice to make that personal connection and see the fun that they have and what this stuff means to them and their families.
Me and this little girl named Elizabeth, we had a really good interaction. She sat at my table. We talked about, she asked me like how long I've been playing, just asked me general questions about football.
And then the real fun began.
We played this balloon game. We were tossing the balloon back and forth, and they had 5 balloons in our circle. And then Higgy figures out, oh, just put your feet in the middle so the balloons don't touch the ground. So that was the object of the game, was to use teamwork, and we figured it out. We were the first team, so that was exciting.
The kids were having a whole lot of fun, and they were really opening up once you started playing games with them. It was great to hear them open up, hear them share their experiences, just share what they like. I know some want to be football players, some have big dreams and hopes and ambitions, and it's just great seeing them open it up, even though they're going through something that's very difficult.
After all the fun and games, the players and kids took time to reflect and share stories about the impact that cancer has had on their lives.
The best part for me was seeing how much the kids idolized the players, and they were sitting next to them, and then the players sat down on their level and really talked to them about how cancer had affected them at some point in their life, and that was really impactful, I think, for everyone in the room.
On November 7th, the Kids Can children and families will be in Rhodes Stadium to cheer on the Phoenix.
We can't wait to dress out in our Kids Can colors and show a huge, great big crowd of support for the Elon football team because they've been so great to us.
I'm really excited for them to come to the William & Mary game. I think that'll be really cool to look up in the crowd and see people from the community that you actually know from around here, and not just your family, but kind of your extended family here in Alamance County.
Wow, you can see in the video how much these kids really look up to those players. That was great to see.
If you missed anything or want to watch it again, be sure to check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/Elon Phoenix Weekly. You can also catch us on Time Warner Cable to watch us on demand.
Head to elonphoenix.com to learn more about upcoming games and exciting successes for Elon Athletics. And don't forget to tune in next time when we return for another exciting edition of the Elon Phoenix Weekly.
On behalf of our producers and crew here at the show, we hope you have a great weekend.
For the Elon Phoenix Weekly, I'm Matt Lee.
And I'm Stephen Harris.
Live the maroon life and go Phoenix.